everyone, and my name is Boaz Kumete, aka King Boaz, and you are watching here on the ground. I'm a guest artist who's based in Czech Republic. He's Roben Mlauzi, aka MAMOZI, and the guy does of things. So we'll get to find out the stuff that he's working on, what he does. He sings, he plays drums, he's a dancer, and he's also getting into talk art at the moment. So he is a jack of all trades, and he seems quite well in all those things. Welcome to the.
Thank you so much, King Boaz. I'm happy that you invited me to this platform, and yeah, nishap mina wena.
I'm grand effect, yeah. So siqale seni effect lapha sizwe ukuthi ngubani uRoben Mlauzi and kufike njani ukuthi uzibe le nickname ethi MAMOZI. Wahamba njani khona lapho ukuthi uzibe le bizo lale and what language is it and what does it mean?
Yeah. Oh, okay. First of all, that thank you again invite ku platform yako. Nika Malami, my full name is Roben Mlauzi, and I'm a guy who was born in Bulawayo, Zimbabwe, and from the township Emakhandeni, not Makhandeni, Emakhandeni. Yeah, Emakupo, Emakhandeni. Yeah, so that's my full name, and I'm a guy who loves art, who has been doing art ever since I was born, and to be an artist for me, I say from the start, artist, there was a group. These are the legends that most of the people know them. Isatalala Amachigete. There was a group called Isatalala Amachigete. Most people know them. Yeah, they come from Emakhandeni, from my hood. So those are the guys that pushed me to art, because I watched them and everything was just, it was just the energy that took me there, because what they did, they just took me to the stage in Sasemncane. So ngafunde Emakhandeni primary education, where I started, and there it was around grade 5, 6 ngikhumbula kahle saskiti sichikicha lapho nje class. Then the Sadalala guys will come and will help us kulama competition, and take us to ama competitions, and watch many things. So it was like that. But a primary, it was just class, luckily our class was the one that was ikhangela art, because all the class abanye kwasithanda abangabani ungama-class ethu vele umiss wengwe khona kwesichikisha and stuff. So then from that point I started and I never stopped. So that was the starting point. I remember when it was in grade 6. I was in grade 6. And perform and from that time I never stopped until today. So I'm here today because of that, and like I said, Sadalala is the one that pushed me to do this, and until I took it as a career. So I started Emakhandeni like primary, and I went to Emakhandeni secondary, and there too I was doing art, and I joined the choir. And there was ongela art like theater. It was in the secondary. There was a choir and soccer and stuff. So sangena ku choir. And if I remember well, we were the second group yamachita school wenza just ukuyiskiti nje khona lokuthi nge-fun day lani ndiyawulihamba kule assembly, then you start into zokwenza ukuthi kwakulani ikhuluma istory just so we did that esikole. So kwakuphonga kuba yinto nje esiyenza ukuthi sasesisukile primary secondary lapha kwakungela into nale. So from that time secondary, then there was a group called Tandanani. It was called Tandanani, that yabantwana. It was just a kids group nje from Imasiye. There was a Imasiye camp where they used to ukudlala labantwana games on Saturday and Sundays. So then they created this group. It was called Tandanani. So then we joined it. So then that's where everything started again. I started performing, and we started to perform with other kids, and traveling perform in town. Then that's how the career started there.
All right. Yeah, so how then did you name yourself MAMOZI? How did that name come about? Because you're popularly known as MAMOZI, and most people know you as a dancer. And but I understand that you're more than a dancer. Maybe we start from MAMOZI and then you get to break down what other art disciplines owayenzayo besides dance.
Okay. So for MAMOZI, it's simple. Like MAMOZI, can say okay now. MAMOZI is not uzelwe kaThesu MAMOZI. He was born 2 years back. MAMOZI comes from Uguti. When I was here, I couldn't use my name as Roben for brand because I started performing here alone and to do my theater and playing drums and with other DJs and stuff, growing my name and playing. So they used to call me Robe. Then I thought, okay, I have to make it a brand. So MAMOZI is simple. Was born in Zimbabwe, but my father is from Malawi, originally from Malawi, and my mother is originally from Mozambique.
All right. Yeah.
So I was playing around zama ukuthi ngigama ukuthi kanti ngayenza njani ukuthi ngiphume le bizo le group lami brand yami ukuthi ngathi. So I was thinking ngathi okay, but ubaba is from Malawi. What if I say Ma? Then my mother is from Mozambique. Okay, why ngathatha more? Then mina ngazalelwa eZimbabwe, why ngathatha Z? Then I came up with Uma Mo Z. So it was like this. So then MAMOZI. So it's just angazi like you said what language it is. Angazi ukuthi la language ungayibiza ngendlela yakho because Malawi, Mozambique and Zimbabwe. So lawo ungabiza ngendlela yakho. So for me it's just a name and I'm really proud about it and this is how it is because most people especially emakhandeni they know abaningi it's fun because they know ukuthi mina bathi ngidinasarani. So ngokunjalo so isifana ukuthi nxa ngilabo even nxa ngilabo most of the guys babehle besithi usithathela umsebenzi lapha wona suka lapha wathwatha amanyasara so isifana ngiyabichazeka la ukuthi yabona thina zake siphume ku TV wathwatha zasiphume amanye newspaper but abantu asebevela ngabilanga but in a good way because they appreciate because mina I interact with many people I talk with bona labana abantu abathi ngolova. I take my time ngihlala labo kwesinye isikhathi omama abathengisa emsikeni. That's where everything comes from ukuze ngibe lapha yikho ngwakho ngangithatha kancane ngifunda ebantwini nami ngifundisa abantu yabona and the art is all about that. So MAMOZI wavela lapho ukuthi from ubaba Malawi, my mother Mozambique and mina Zimbabwe, then MAMOZI was born.
All right. Yeah. So right now you're based in Czech Republic. So I'm going to get to Czech Republic. But before Singagai a Czech Republic, what other highlights of your career happened in Zimbabwe in terms of performances? Which groups did you work with, and which maybe 1 or 2 shows that you say this was the highlight of my career as an artist?
Okay. Ngathi sengu-art there was a group called Maspro emakhandeni they know it very much ngangasiphefuma khona igroup efamous khona phana elokishini sikhulisa italenta le. Then before I moved from Maspro isadalalo is still helping us these guys abanye abasebesele bakhona la kaThesa abanye they were still helping us with this kind of into sasisifuna thina ukuthi besincede uku-actor lani lokho. So from then there was a time esabona khona nguThokozulu from eMakhosi.
All right.
It's fun even now I still have this payment yankhona when it was written ukuthi abazali besayine when you couldn't sign for yourself yabona konke kubhaliwe. So it was in 2004 before I joined IASA 2004 there. Then there was a production called Amatope. It played only 2 scenes I think in ZBC. It was called Amatope. So I was part of this cast. So I started acting there. That was my career. I was acting there. I was an actor there. So so that's where my career started. Then we recorded this scenes. Recorder, and then they went to the Yapeli drama like that. Drama Pela. It was just a drama. Then Yapela. Then goes at but when they say it played only 2 times, I don't know why, So that was my first acting career before ngiya ku big stage yokuba idancer.
Okay.
Nga-actor ku-Amatope. Ngase ngiyidancer already but ngingakabi estagini esingathi sesblowing. So ngayenza idrama nale Amatope. It was the first one. Then got in 2005, then I joined the group called Yasa, where I worked with Nkululeko. Nkululeko is a very big guy, humble guy, and hardworking guy. He's passionate and patient some artists in Kobulawa about this. So then I joined the group. Then that's where, like, I'll say most of the things changed because it was a bigger stage. It was a big stage for me. It was a big movement from where I was to where ESI was. It was, a big change in between. So I would say from that time, that's where my talent started blooming because everything started to evaluate. Remember, before I was an artist, guitar, but stage, it's more like more like perfecter. Found out ukuthi kahle khona very ikuyini engufuna and where ngiyanga, and in that stage kuyasa there was almost everything, Iyasa is the all rounder, there was everything. So then that's why it began, and I performed all the years till I will say to 2017. But before that, then we created a laughter cafe with Marshall Elando, one of the stand-up comedians. Marshall Elando, we had a laughter cafe show to Nisasienza and Maskits we're doing. I ends up famous. That's where I get it. So it's a laughter cafe, Marshall. Then we started to work with other people. That's why I took abantu abasebenza labo. Abanye sibanceda ngosasaba even ezikolo, even abantu nje emalokishini sikhuluma labo sibancedisa, but it wasn't something big because the community industry is a bit down. So nxa uzenzela it's a little bit yabona ngani silent thing. You have to do more. So ngasebenza lo Marshall, it was almost for 2 years, and now we're still working, but it's only that the difference mina move to another side and I'm doing some things. So so my experience I'm here in LA, then a lot of cafe we created it, and big stage, like big stage ngathi kimi ngaperforma kiyo eZimbabwe or highlight ngathi isasa Zimbabwe kumbe sengise Europe because Zimbabwe there were many performances, but one highlight I still remember cool is Big Five. It was called Big Five. They Rainbow Tourism. So they created this called Big Five. It was Big Five. It was the first one. So it was it was. There was Oliver Mtukuz there was Mafiki Zolo there was Bongo Muffin there was Winky D, and there was Yasa. So it was Big Five. It was the Big Five. So this is one of the highlights because it was one of the biggest shows in Southern Africa too. So it was one of my biggest highlights. And and the other one was Kobulawayo when we had a performance with Uzahara. We many artists from Kobulawayo, and the main act was Uzahara. So it was another one that was big. I think Kobulawayo people, I think everyone still remembers this day because it was one of the biggest times because Uzahara the pana was very was one of the best female artists at that time.
All right. So now you move from Zimbabwe to Czech Republic, and you do not only move, you move and you kind of establish yourself in Czech Republic. How does this come about? The move, for you to move from Zim and Uzitolo to Czech Republic because of art.
So the move is it's like we're performing with the so we're traveling to Europe, coming to Europe and performing with many performances by that time. And so what happened is if you want to grow, we grow, as people. So I thought, okay, now it's the time that I think my bag is not full, but I must feed it myself too. I must not get it fooled by somebody, or I have to feed it myself too. They've given me all the material. I've worked hard for this, like from the start, like I said. So now I think it's time for me to move on and find new careers, and just step up, if I may say. So what happened is like what happened is when I was performing here, when I started to do like a laughter cafe, we had these people watching like from all over, you know, they were watching my videos, you know, I had many friends from all over. So some was like, why can't you be here and, you know, do this, do this. These are projects, these are not like people. So it happened that in this zoo, then they said, okay, we have this is an African zoo. It's an African place. So how is it good to win? Give us what you have, show us what you have. In fact, I went to them to myself, okay, Mina, I have this. I will deliver this for you to make this place a better place or more. I want to make it look more beautiful. And then they said, okay, square 50-50. When okay, you said you have this and this and that. Okay, you know, want this and that. But okay, Mina, what I will do, I will bring myself and bring my skills and give it, because there's no drumming here. People know Africa is a drumming place, and you know, fireplaces, know this. They need to know about African culture and stuff. And I will bring Zimbabwean culture, because I see already here you have Gwanda, because they have all Gwanda, they have already Gwanda, African village, about Tonga village, because these guys have been traveling to Africa, so they've loved Zimbabwe, so they've put some of the places to put people in Zimbabwe. So then, okay, you have this for Zimbabwe. Okay, why don't we step up again and I put it more nice, like in Zimbabwe more? No, because you have Rwanda, you have Tupinga, you have Pandlowe Harare there. Let me bring Bulawayo here too. In another way. So then this is how it is. Then I brought Bulawayo, like my last interview. Then I brought my drums and I said, okay, ngizofundisa ukushaya ingungu, ngizofundisa izingoma, ngizofundisa how we live. Then ngizongifundisa ukuthi liphila njani. Then it was more like of sharing. Then from that point, what happened is I got to work with these guys, no? Savumelana, okay, we'll do this. Then this is what happened. We did it. Then it worked the first year. Then the second year it worked. And the second year, which means this is the second year, and this year I was supposed to run this festival that is coming. We're supposed to run a festival, but due to this coronavirus now, everything is on hold. That is coming on in summer. So then what happened is in Austria, where I have people who loved me and wanted to work with me because of my job. So there I do theater. So when I was in Czech Republic is the best. So when I got this drumming thing here in Czech Republic, then the Austrian guys, we said, okay, guys, me, I have this, I can give you, I can deliver this, and then we work. So then I work with some theaters and individuals. So it's theaters and many individuals.
All right. So you also do stuff in Germany. Maybe if you can briefly also tell us what is it that you do in Germany? I know that you frequent Germany for performances.
Yeah, in Germany, been to Germany twice. You know, there's so far Guma big performances. There's one. There was this guy from Cape Town, DJ Tosh. He's from Cape Town, and he plays marimba. So I was there, and I was percussion live, backing him and on a big stage. And this is one of it. But the biggest one was Uvelile Mchunu, wahlabela the World Cup song ka-2010. Helele Mama, if people know it, then wahlabela la Lion King. Lion King. So I've been there as a backing vocalist and the percussion for her. And so there's still more to come too. So I'll go there. And there are many small performances, not small, but different performances that other people do there. The way I go there, I go there and work with them.
All right. So now looking at the exposure that you had in Europe, what is it that we can learn as Zimbabwe or as Africa? What is it that we can do with our art so that we can try and put it at world stage? For example, if I talk of electronic house, which is an European sound, it's a sound that has been able to permeate all the continents in the world. And then we have, recently now we are having a little bit of Afrobeats, finding them in here and there in what they term international music, but Africa is bigger than Afrobeats because Afrobeats is basically a sound from Nigeria. Africa has made 54 countries with different sounds and stuff. Yeah. So how do we then take now, maybe let's say Zimbabwe, and put it on a world stage? Is there a market for our artists at the stage that you are at a platform that you are at the moment?
Zimbabwe is a very, very big opportunity of blowing the whole world, especially with art, because we have many dances, we have many different sounds, as a country. And the only thing for us to explore the world market is I think we just need to use what we have. And then using what we have, we just need to go with time. We must not always stay behind. Go with time. We know we have more cultural things that we have in Zimbabwe. We're more cultural, and we're still like we're using okay, we are from this 19 what. Okay, every country has that. That's true. Every country has its own history, but the truth of the matter is there's nothing big. It's not something big, but it's just to move with time. Just move with time. Just be there and just move with time. Moving with time will make everything easy, because the same like these guys, they're playing electronic. Now I have for me, okay, I'll come to me because it's the same thing. This guy is playing is an electro DJ from Austria, S7 Sonke. And he said, okay, I love this, but it's always everywhere. But what can I do? I want to add drums. I know people add drums, but I need more. So I told him, okay, if you need more, okay, please bring your electro, I'll bring my drums. But we just need to think again out of the box, and move, move a step higher. So it's a matter of looking at the situation and looking it with another eye and say, okay, how can we twist it and move it to another level? Because making a sound is not hard or is not easy. But if you have a sound, the only thing is to know which sound does it work here or doesn't it work here. So it's only a matter of you work on your thing and move with time. I mean, I only say we must move with time because that's what makes things better for us, for people to learn. Because the Afrobeat was there, like you are saying, but Nigeria has just changed. Like we should go abafaka nje ukulibhiti, so beat elithi kumbe ibhiti esingathi okay li strong ukuthi siyathinta ukuthi but it's just something that they saw okay, this is the time where we can just put it there because it's there. So they just flavored it in, and they moved with time.
All right. So maybe we look at Zimbabwe again. If you are to change anything in Zimbabwe, in the art space, you are given powers or you're given an opportunity one day to say either you're in the Ministry of Arts, or you're in the National Arts Council, or in an influential position where you have to change one thing that will bring about a generational change in our art sector. What is it, that one thing that you think we need to fix as a country in terms of art, despite we have all these political challenges and stuff like that, but on the art part, what is it that we can do, or what is it that we can say, our politicians, this is what we need to fix, and may you do this for us?
I think what we can change is, for personal change, is our mentality first. Is our mentality that we are having. This is not our thing, or we will not reach there. I'll just first give you an example, maybe, of this technology art. That is there. People, they are saying, especially most of the people but uyazi ungakwanisa ukwenza into okuyinto okusosilayitha imlilo senzeni siyenze. The first thing is that phela kwenzakali khona lokho ngoba vele umlilo awusezusebenzele umuntu, yabona, yinto yokuqala kumele sijenje, akulanto ukuthiwa isebenzi. So I think get very from everyone, from the ministry phezulu khonale kusiyafika phansi kithi ama-artists, just this mentality ukuthi mina if I bring something on the plate and I say okay, we can do this, Then we start to question it. Why? That's the first thing. We are always questioning. But on the other hand, we know what everything works. The only thing we need to do is just to put ourselves together and just sisifake sonke eboxini eliyi-one. Xa mna ngabe yale idea, wena ungathi why idea le ibuye lo Roben ngoba when I just gxumukela in that idea, help me, push me in that idea. So mina the only thing I will change, I will enforce ukuthi sichinje, because thina kobulawayo, in fact, or iZimbabwe yonke, there's nothing that we don't have. We have everything. But the only thing that is killing us is the mentality. Now, I know even this mentality, I'm the one who has been here, maybe let's say, I don't know, 20 years or 5 years, or if Lami Jangana 1 year and Bambi, but I'm looking the 1 year up, why do the small things? It's not big things. It's only small things. And it's not, it isn't always a source in Doctor says it's not good say Google change, no. There are things that we can change. But it's only that we are still living that time. No, I can do it better than him. But if you say we can do it better together.
All right.
Because everything that is happening here, from my own side, okay, the people I've worked with, it's amazing what you see. What idea, idea, but but idea. And we seventies, and the footing have we city. Okay, but I gave you this. No, like last year it was my first time we have a play called Summer Party
Right.
that we did with the guys. It was me, Future, and Marapa. It was our first time to do this play, because we had a festival, a big festival called Senevite Week. We offered them that we'll give you a production. And this guy said, okay, you give us a production. What kind of production? We say the Summer Party. Of course, this guy knows us. And he said, okay, how are you going to do that? And I said, we're going to do it. We are going to give you the best thing that we've ever seen. And we took Zimbabwean lifestyle and Austrian lifestyle, and we mixed it together. And it was one of then it was our first production to create it 3x3, and it came out nice, and we're all understanding and giving each other advices. Okay, chickens are so. So I think for our art industry, it's only working together and giving the platform to the young ones. And labantu laba city, okay, wasemaghetto banjani. Those are the people that have this special story in everything. Story school, you go many things, because our art is always speaking and talking, but we can do more without talking. Just a silent performance with only a cut box or with only spoon, and we need to introduce kids play. From 0 to 5 years. 0 to 5 years. Abantwana bebe le performance yabo bebuyela abazali babo behlalela abazali babo lapha sibayenzele play. Siqeda kube labantwana basuka from 5 years to 10 years or 8 years. Sibanike iplay yabo labo bebe labazali babo. Sibe le play suka from 8 years wena la safika ku 15 years is kamfu, because we found out ukuthi we are always doing it for the adults, or if inabancane sabenzela, but it's always education yakhona lana ukuthi esilayo lana ukuthi everything is AIDS, everything is kumele ulalela abadala, everything kumele ube ngumntwana olembe, everything. But we can teach these kids art enye ukuthi you can see this world in another picture and in a bigger way. So now this is what I'm working on even now. I want to build myself, like there's a guy called Great Joy Hlajwayo. He was one of the guy South Africa now that is doing good, but he's young like me, and we're talking about it. Okay, we need this platform where we'll start to find ourselves in another page. So I told him that there are kids about 0 to 5. I know it's hard for people to believe, especially in a mentality. I won't lie. I'm not saying what I must believe everyone, but there were some things that I didn't believe, but they are possible. From 0 to 5 years isho yabo. Ezomunye ethi hayi isho yankhona yabe njani nxa ngase ukugida, nxa ngase ukumhlabelela. yabona, because the people kumele ngibanga umsindo, kumele ngihlabalale ukuze umntwana ngi-understand, kumele ngigide kumbe ngenze umntwana. But I can go there ngifike ngifaka ama-card box, like I'm just giving examples, ngifaka ama-card box, ngifike ngifaka amatshe, ngifake ngibatshengise ukuthi imota zenziwa so nxa abantwana bedlala, kube yinto nje. That's art. And abantwana they see only pictures. Abantwana from zero special to, they don't speak, they don't understand ngokuthi uzathi uzambhalela ibhane elikhulu uthi uyabona mbhalile lapha ngathi don't do this. No, but umntwana i-action esiyenzayo ngezinto ezincane u-understanda more than lokhu sabe sifuna ukukhuluma, ngiyabona. So I think
sorry go cut. Then we'll say Czech Republic, and we're running out of time. But say Czech Republic, how do you manage everything that you're doing when you don't speak their language? How has this worked for you, that you've been able to navigate and be in 3 different countries, though they are close to each other, but they don't speak the languages afananayo, and some of them are really, especially Czech Republic is so far away from each. Germany and Austria also has a different language, even with similarities, it's a different ball game altogether. How do you manage to navigate those areas? Because the one thing for sure, those places do not use English as their first language. Very few people speak. Part of Europe.
Like I said, when I came, especially first in Austria, where I was performing with the other guys. The only thing that you do is, for me, personal, I'm an interactive person. I interact with many people. And that's why it was easy for me. Of course, I didn't have scholars who didn't the same funda, but I think one thing, we are multilingual. That's the other thing. Tinam Africans were blessed, which were able to catch fast. So what happened is, I gave myself a task. That's the truth. So when you have a shop on Bali, okay, and ngangikhuluma labantu ukuthi but lokho kunimbuzi kathi lokho kuthini lokho yabona on the other side, I'm personal, not so. I started to interact with labantu, and for the Austrian side is because I was traveling there isikhathi esiningi, so I get used to the language, but it was a little bit a bit tricky. But I end up nguthola la nguketch up because ngangi-interacta nabantu abaningi abangani and making friends and stuff, and so it was hard really to mix there. But as an artist, that you just try to be more clever. You must open your mind every time. But for Czech, it was and for Czech Republic, it was it's still, even now, it's really, really tricky because the language is not easy. But like I said, you push yourself to the limit. I asked about it, how can I do this? And even the zoo, they even said, okay, if you want to do this, there's a school that teaches Czech, blah blah blah. You can go there and learn some basics. And I went there and I have books and I read, and through my communication with abantu labo ukuthi ngiyabe ngikhuluma labo kwezinye isikhathi kube ispeech ukuthi ibala lizwile ngbe bemfundise something, ngithi ngiyazama ukukhuluma behleke bethi awusho umuntu yabo kube funny kibo. Every time they are always 99% bahlola vele bahlala nxa ngikhulume something babehleka. But after that, then they tell me, no, Roben, kumele uthi uthi kumbe yabo. Then ngisemfundile angisafundi ka-2, then it's always spills until now you catch it. But kulabangane, their friends who speak English too, so they just make you ungene here and there. But ngazipusha lami, and I always, like me as a comedian, I always try to say some things, and they're always laughing 199%. But that's how I learn. That's how I learn.
And then how has COVID-19 affected the art industry and the field that you're working in as zoo? What is happening? What is the situation down on the ground, Konalapo?
The situation is COVID this time really COVID-19 is stopping this thing. It's really but it really stopped a lot of things. But the thing is, we just need to wait, especially for now, because everything, of course, is the arts industry that is being affected more. But I think we have a lot of things that are affected. So everything's on standstill now. So we are just waiting for the moment. But here on the ground, what I can say is everything is stopped completely. That's why I'm artists I'm allowed to lockdown parties and stuff go online. And that's how people survive now. But it's only a matter of time, I would say. But really for our performances, for the concerts that we had from MAMOZI and the festivals that I was supposed to prepare for, even though I'm still preparing them, it's a kind of a setback because we don't know what's going to happen next. So we're still on this because it's the whole world, as you can see, it's the whole world, and we are all on isolation, and no one is working at the moment. So it has affected really a lot. I think this year, if it goes until maybe, let's say, if it doesn't stop till June, July there, I think the whole year will be out for especially the artists to be completely out. But we just keep the hope that we can.
So it's working keep that is Corona thing. That is a Corona themed song, a dance, something that is to do with Corona.
Yeah, for now, I would say I've been a bit concentrated in books and my weekly job that I have, but I think there will be a song that after we finish, because now we are far apart. When we finish this this thing, when this thing passes, we hope soon there will be a song that will be out, from me, and I'm working. I'll be working. Want to work it with Sam Kaya, so one of the legends. So it's something that we are cooking. So for now, we just keep it to ourselves because we don't want to rush into conclusion. But it's gonna be something nice that is gonna. We are preparing and we want, and so it's just a single track that we are doing now, and also it's not with apart from these days this drumming thing that I'm doing with my friends online too, sometimes in Chala. So the guys whom I taught and by group, then they were part of MAMOZI because I taught them a lot of things. So it's like a group. So we group, but they are just people are coming, but they are calling themselves a group. But they're always busy and stuff. So we'll perform something too, after this. And there are many things that we are preparing, and so for now, for me, like I said, I'm concentrating on the books. Okay, I have time to do books, I have time to do this music, I have time to play with these guys and show them what we are supposed to do in the coming future. So it's a lot of things, and some things are coming.
We'll be waiting for that single. And thank you so much, Roben Mlauzi, aka MAMOZI, for making time for Earground. We hope that we'll see more of productions after the lockdown is over.
Yeah. Thank you so much for inviting me. There's a lot that we were going to talk about, but because of time and there's a lot. And I think this time I want to please people take care, respect what the government is telling you everywhere. The conditions, everything. Stay safe, stay home. Don't do unnecessary movements, please, people. I know it's a tough time. We are all stressed. Every single one of us is stressed, but we pray this passes, and please, let's follow the conditions that we are given. And bless you and stay strong.
Thank you so much. That was Roben Mlauzi, aka MAMOZI, all the way from Czech Republic. Keep locked, Earground, voices amplified. King Boaz. Until next time, bye.